Pillman, and I'm here today at Everybody's Whole Foods store in Fairfield, Iowa. And I'm sitting here with the owners, Coralee and John Day. We're going to have a little chat with them about their beautiful store. When I started to think about this store and really who was the first business I wanted to interview for Fabulous Fairfield, I thought to myself that this was the one because this feels like such a pivotal cornerstone business of this community. Partially because you feed us, and because it's been here for so long, and also because of the amazing support that you provide to the local community and the arts and things like that that are going on here in Fairfield. So the first question that came to me was, what was the inspiration and the vision when you first decided to open Everybody's?
The inspiration was 15 years ago. Paul Prather, who's one of the other owners, who's very camera shy, and I were working at one of the original organic food stores in Fairfield, called Fairfield Market. A little tiny place, about a quarter of this size, and we were going to buy that business. That deal didn't go through, and when we realized that we had purchased this real estate here, we realized we really were going to start a business, and we wanted to have something that we could really be committed to. So we deliberately decided that we were going to help people, and we realized that that encompassed a lot of things, so that we picked three things. We quietly support the arts, children, and local business.
So in what ways are you able to support the local businesses?
We have always encouraged people to sell their products here. There are certain legal requirements. If it's a product that's manufactured or cooked, they have to have a legally licensed kitchen. All right. We have to price it in such a way so it's easy for customers to understand, and then we offer them a significant discount. Basically, we sell it for nothing. We cover our basic overhead, our lights and our heating and the labor to get the product out the door, but basically we sell it for no profit at all for the first year. So that way, if somebody has a brand new idea, then this can be their opportunity to find out if it meets the community's need. It's a way to support them for a while, so that if it's a successful idea, then they can move forward with it. And if it's not, well, then they don't go bankrupt in the process trying it. So that's the idea.
That's so awesome.
So like the Dowd's new company, Shakti Kombucha, there's a new company called Tomato Street, Marinaras and things like that. And
British Dairy, there are any number. I mean, I think we have, at last count, there are 42 local businesses here that sell product.
What is your vision for supporting the local art community here?
Well, my personal belief is that the arts is the glue that holds the community together, okay? Because it gives an opportunity through these different media to touch on values that transcend the art form itself. When an artist does something that's really meaningful, they put themselves into it. And almost always it's a deep, emotional message.
Well, thank you for doing that, because I definitely am one of the people who gets to enjoy all of that amazing art here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot.
Yeah.
Fairfield is really rich like that.
oh, we're so fortunate.
How else do you go about choosing what produce you're going to sell, what kind of products you're going to sell? What are kind of your qualifiers? How do you discern if you want to feed this to your community?
The answer to that, as Corey well knows, is that about 75% of our inventory here is customer driven. This Fairfield, as you know, is a rather sort of eclectic mix of people. There are very few people that actually grew up in the Midwest. They were all over the world, and so as a result, they travel. And so for that reason, they bring us back some crumpled little wrapper, or tell us the name of something, or write down a website that they saw on the package and whatever, and we research it, and we make a habit of trying to bring that into the store whenever possible. So that means that not everything that's in this store is organic, because while we appreciate the value of organic food and stuff, our first loyalties to our customers and what they want, and frankly, it's not for Corey or I to tell anyone what they should eat. We might have our personal preferences.
And as far as produce, we do
Yeah.
try to buy as much local as possible, so from Vedic City, the greenhouses, and the Amish people have a lot of organic foods. So we try to get as much local, but we definitely have to go with our suppliers from outside of this general area.
Right.
Because we sell a lot of organic produce.
Another question that I wanted to ask was, what do you feel your role to be here in the Fairfield community? I know you've already touched upon various aspects of this, but if you had to kind of find a core role, what would it be?
I would say our role is to provide great quality, organic, as much GMO-free food as possible for the community, and to give back to the community.
Food's a very intimate thing, you know, and it's a decision that people don't make lightly about what they put in their bodies. So to me, the role has always been to get people not to choose a particular type of food, but to be more conscious of how their body responds to whatever they're doing.
The final question that I'd like to ask is, what do you think makes Fairfield so fabulous?
I think it's simply the people. A very wise person once said, life is relationships. And here in Fairfield, that is just perfect because there are so many amazing people and just all kinds of people, and we all have these different relationships, and it's a wonderful community.
I would second that. People are wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and it doesn't take much to let that shine through. It really doesn't. Just a simple act of kindness. So what I think I see as Fairfield's capability here is that people, when they come to this place, they begin to become more of who they really were. And in this environment, with it being small, intimate, you know, a tiny town, those things really show up. And that's what makes Fairfield fabulous. It's that ability to sort of enliven those qualities in the people who live here. Don't you think?
Yes. Perfect. Really perfect.
Well, thank you both so much for your time. I know you're very busy, and we're kind of in the place where all the magic happens behind the scenes that most people don't see. So.
Yeah.